we started a conversation about the potentials of this trillion-dollar sector. And I cannot deny the amount of great work being done between then and now. However, it is not enough, which is why it was pertinent that we continue this conversation by discussing how to achieve sustainability of the sector. This involves taking a critical look at the unique factors and challenges that prevent us from sustainably using agriculture to create more jobs for our youth, keeps us worrying about the financial and economic viability of our produce despite our population, and keeps us worrying about the climate change simultaneously. Especially now that it has been estimated that the world's need for food is projected to increase by 50% by the year 2030. And what this means is that we must not let this population, we must not let them starve. This is why talking about how to achieve sustainability in agriculture is a pressing discussion to have now. But as Mr. Kanayo F. Nwaze once said, declarations, commitments, and speeches do not feed hungry people. So while this is the continuing the conversation here, we must also be ready to come up and show up with the right solutions, facing us and face with the challenges facing us. Farmers need to be able to get their produce to the market with little roadblocks standing in their way. Roadblocks in the name of poor infrastructure, roadblocks in the name of uncertain regulatory, and absence of reliable source of information of the whole market as a whole. This harms the transactions between the buyers and the sellers. Farmers need to be able to produce in the absence of these things. We also need to encourage our youth to go into agriculture, and we can only do this by showing them the potential and the opportunities in the agri sector. And not just by encouraging them as a whole. When I say encouraging them, we need to create an enabling environment for them that will enable them to thrive in this country as a whole, looking at the challenges of operating in this country. As predicted this year, there was severe water shortages, which affected millions of people globally. And Africa, where approximately 95% of its agriculture depend on rain-fed, we were particularly vulnerable. We must come up with practices that are climate friendly, amongst other things, that we can use to combat this destructive climate change. These are some of the challenges facing us in the agri sector. They are significant, but they are not insurmountable. And this is why we are here today. The conversation today will be around how do we use agriculture to create more jobs for our youth? How do we boost the agricultural productivity and ensure good returns, and also achieve food security, while simultaneously taking a critical look at how it all affects the climate, because we only have one planet. This will be what our conversations will be about today. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to welcome you all to the sophomore edition of Heart and Capital's Agrowth Conference. This platform was created as a platform to serve for farmers, prospective farmers, and agribusiness owners and the general public to discuss the challenges and provide solutions for one another. My name is Umar Oba Adelodun. I am the CEO and a co-founder of Heart and Capital Nigeria Limited. It is a pleasure to have you all connected. Thank you very much.